What's up everyone, welcome back to another Profound Studios tutorial, and today's tutorial is how to create tech house like Don't Blink and Low Ceiling. If you haven't heard of Don't Blink already, they're a tech house duo with releases on Single Swim. They've got their own record label called Low Ceiling, and so I decided to create a project that was heavily influenced by their tracks and their releases, and it's completely for free. You can download it for free in the description below. There'll be a link somewhere. So I think it'll be a really helpful resource to kind of go through yourself at home and just kind of see how different sounds are made and the structure and things like that. So I think it's a really handy project file to grab. And just quickly, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do just drop a like and subscribe. It really helps more people see it, helps the channel grow. Alright, that's enough for me. Let's get stuck into it. Okay, so here we are inside my FL Studio. Got the project open. I guess we'll start off by just listening to the track, and then we'll go I guess from the top down each sound. And yeah, alright, let's click play on this. Got pretty standard build. Some automations to I guess make the build what it is. That lead pattern there was it's pretty much the same as one of their tracks, I Don't Give Her, I think it is. It's on Single Swim label. You can check that out. I'll chuck in the description below a couple of the tracks that I really referenced to create this project file. But anyway, let's just go from the top down of each sound. So we'll start with the bass line. It's just a really pretty just standard driving bass line sort of pattern, nothing too crazy. Less is more in tech house, so, well, especially most genres really. So let's just take a listen to, I use Serum, one of the bass presets in one of our packs, Tech House Essentials Volume 2. There's a link to that in the description as well if you'd like to support the channel. But let's take a listen to the bass line. Just a simple driving bass line pattern. I think works really well with the track. Next, I'll show you the kick as well. Turn the kick on with it, which I just distort a little bit with some Blood Overdrive stock plugin, and then just some EQing, just a few dips and cuts, nothing too fancy going on. And then next I'll show you the drums. So closed hat, open hat, collapse, top loop, and the rides. So listen to those together. I added two different claps, so I have, it's just a bit of variation. So it has the main claps, then a little, I guess a little different sort of hit clap sound, just to give it that variation. Then we've got the hats, a closed hat and open hat. So that's, the closed hat's more the really high frequencies, and then the open hat is a bit more mid-range. So together they fill out that mid-high spectrum quite well together. Then we just have a top loop in the background, which is really just some shakers, a hi-hat in there, and a clap as well, layered with my claps that I put in. And then we've got the rides, just to fill out the drop a bit more. And yeah, all together, that will sound like this. Next, so with the main lead, there's actually 2 layers. Let's listen to that on their own. Let's just solo these 2. And there's quite a bit of processing on this, so I'll go through this in a bit more detail. So it's actually 2 layers. They're both presets from, again, one of our packs, Tech Essentials, sorry, Volume 2. That'll be in the description as I touched on. But so it's really this lead. Let me play this. Oops. I'll mute this one first so you can hear it on its own. Yeah, it's a preset I made from like a Mike Vale track that I listened to, and I thought that'd be a cool preset to make. And then this is a Medusa pluck, the second layer. And both layers have some delay on them, so I'll turn the delay off. So that's what it sounds like on its own, and then again, and then together. And then with that delay on, you hear, so I've got, the time on this is, I've got it, what is it set to? 0.10, the time. And the reason I did this was because I listened to that, again, that I Don't Give a track by it's on, I said Don't Swim, I'm mixing names together. It's by Don't Blink on Sync or Swim. Their lead has like a really cool delay effect on it to thicken their lead up a little bit, and I think it's pretty cool. That's without the delay on, but then we turn it on. I think it gives a cool effect. So we've just got some very basic reverb here. We're not reverbing. We're not reverbing. My English is so weird today. We're not adding any reverb to the low end. It's just the high end. Then we've got some EQ, just cutting the bass section and boosting the high mids a touch. Then we've got Endless Smile. That's for the build up, so that's only automated, as you can see down here. Lead, it's only on for the build ups. And then just kickstart, really basic side chaining. Yeah, and that's the lead. So I'll play that with everything on all together. That's the main lead. I do have another lead that comes in on the second part of a drop. Let's go lead 2, which, where's my lead? Yeah. Because when I referenced, this is again a preset from one of our packs, so, you know, as you can see, these sounds that I've got in these packs, really handy to use. But this is I think I did mess around with the wave tables on this preset, but just gives, so with I'll play the main lead and then this lead together. It's just a bit of a call and response, so when there's a gap in that main lead, as you can see here, when there's a gap in that main lead, the second lead plays. And so this is mainly the high section in this lead, but then here, oops, hang on, it's a bit more mid-section, as you can see. So I'm covering both spectrums. I'm covering the high and I'm covering the mid section as well, which I think is pretty important. You want to be able to fill all parts of the spectrum. to make the drop sound full, and yeah, so I think this combination of these two sounds and then the colon response sort of effect, I think works pretty cool. So they're the lead sounds, and then in the break here I just have a string sound, which is again in one of our packs. Very basic, standard. I think every tech house drop, breakdown these days has a little string like that in it. What else have we got? The vocal, main vocal, just a splice vocal that I found, that I chopped up. So in the build-ups, I've just got some delay. This plugin called Fresh Air, kind of gives a bit of an airy vibe. Little altar boy, so I just pitched the vocal down slightly. Let me just turn all this off and you go here. That's what the vocal is, but then with all these effects on. And then in this build, I have, as you can see, these two patterns down here. I changed it up a bit for each build, just a bit extra variation. And then it goes into the drop, so we'll play that quickly. And then at the start of each drop I have this little vocal effects. Just a cool little, I guess, different little vocal hit. I put it a bit wider than the main vocal, just to, again, try and fill up the mix a bit more. I thought it sounded cool, so I added it in there. And then, okay, let's go down to the effects section. We've just got some simple rises and crashes. At the start we have downlift, one white noise downlifter, and then let's go. Yeah, we've got that downlifter, and then we've got a white noise one as well. Pretty standard stuff, nothing too crazy. And then this section here is just crashes and little sweeps that go play along in the drop. And then in terms of, I guess, our automation section, I have, so for the breakdowns I've obviously got the low end cut out with automation, which you can hear. I'll single them out here just so you can, so that's through the breaks, and then as the drop gets closer I have them filter out the low end a bit more, and then they come in again. Something I did differently to what I normally do is I set up a send channel for the build, so I've got all the drums going to this channel here with Endless Smile, and I did that because normally I chuck Endless Smile on the master, but this time I didn't want to have it on my snare build, so that, because I noticed that in the track I referenced of Don't Blink, they didn't have that kind of extra reverb on their snare build, so I just created a different send channel, and I sent, as you can see, each of these drums is being routed to this channel, and yeah, so you'll be able to hear in the build that the snare build doesn't have that Endless Smile effect on it. Which I think is cool, makes the snare build stand out a bit more. So I do find sometimes if you have that extra reverb in the breaks on your snare build, because it does have a bit of low frequency, you can make it a little bit muddy if you're not careful. So yeah, I think that was cool. That's a cool little tip that I did find from Don't Blink there. You know, I'm not an expert, I just share you guys with what I do and what I have learned and just try to help you guys. So yeah, I just like you guys, I learn stuff every day, and I'm just trying to make the learning process easier for everyone. So but I think that is it for this tutorial. We've been through everything, so we'll end it there. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I hope the project file helps you all. I'll be back next week with another tutorial. I'm trying to at least post weekly, maybe sometimes once, maybe sometimes twice a week. That's what I was trying to say. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, just if you want to keep posting that sort of thing, please do subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so you always know when each tutorial goes live. And you can follow us on Instagram as well. I always post free content and tutorial updates, things like that there. And I'm always responding to DMs from you guys, whether it's track feedback or just anything in general. So yeah, that is it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Alrighty, peace.